God is good. God is good all the time. Yes, sir. Now, Mike Dickinson sent me over a message talking about the Virginia Commonwealth University Student Body President posting racist and hateful speech towards police, towards white people, and towards anybody who loves America. Now, here are some of the tweets, people, from the president of the Rainbow Hair Coalition, a.k.a. Antifa of Richmond, the same ones who said that Rutledge threatened their lives and all that crap. Now, this is what they had to say. Now, Teller Marie Maloney of Antifa posted on Twitter, "Your reminder to advocate for the killing of cops." That's one of them. Now, I'm going to go through some of these. Another one, and another tweet, the student body president celebrated the killing of a Capitol police officer. Love this. We need more of this, Maloney wrote in response to a tweet from the Associated Press. Also, on the day of Derek Chauvin's verdict, Maloney took to Twitter to proclaim that she hoped that man would be acquitted so the rioters can burn this bitch to the ground. Yep. Now, another one. "I hope that man walks so we can burn this bitch to the ground." A few days later, Maloney tweeted, "Riot, riot, riot, and loot, loot, loot. I hate white people so much it's not even funny," Maloney added in a follow-up tweet. Maloney has also taken to social media to defend the two teenagers who were charged in the fatal carjacking of Uber Eats driver Muhammad Anwar last month, tweeting in part, "I'm sorry, but a world where 13 and 15-year-olds feel like they have to carjack is fucked up enough." Excuse my language, people. This is what Twitter is saying. This is what was posted by Maloney, so blame her. Now, she also goes on into another rant. The student body president also recently called for the burning of city buses in Richmond, Virginia, tweeting, "When Richmond gonna fry up another GRTC bus? When are we going to see some action again? I thought y'all was anarchists." This is unbelievable, people. Unbelievable. And she is still Virginia Commonwealth University Student Body President. She should have been expelled the second that these tweets ever made it to public knowledge. Now, her claim to fame, while she's getting some favoritism, is because she is a transgender, non-binary, openly whatever student body president. I really don't give a damn what she is or what he is, whatever she is. It's so confusing right now to even bother even caring about that part after what she posted on Twitter to incite riots with hateful speech directed at a particular race, as well as advocating for the violence and killing of cops, as well as anybody who are 13 to 15-year-olds to go out and carjack and kill people. And she just says, "Oh, blame everybody else, but this is fine with the anarchists because we good with it. It's another person dead, so deal with it." Now, I'm calling for the immediate expulsion of Maloney and anybody in her group that's at Virginia Commonwealth University. The reason is because we shouldn't have this double standard. We could fire teachers over what she put out there. We can fire people who work in businesses out there over the same type of rhetoric, or even worse when it comes down to what people consider racist or hate speech. This meets the highest level of need to resolve this issue quickly and expeditiously, because now Virginia Commonwealth University looks like an environment where Antifa and Marxists can proliferate and indoctrinate other kids to think like this and think it's acceptable. Now, they would say from the Antifa Rainbow Hair Coalition, they all know who I am. And they're going to say, he is the one who said he would take our lives if we decide to disturb his peace or try to destroy this country. Yes, I did say that. And you're wondering why. And I said exactly, if I get a legal chance to blow y'all heads off, I will. Because this is what y'all are all about. That's why when I asked that question to this same freak, he said, I'm here for the destruction of America. And I told him, I'm here to put my foot right up your ass. Running around trying to bother other candidates, and people will come out there to try to build and fix this country that's in a mess. And then we got the Rainbow Hair Coalition that always tries to show up and raise havoc, interrupt speeches, and do whatever they need to do to get some attention. These spoiled brats having temper tantrums because they are not seeing the death of America as quickly as they like. See, there are people who set up stage events, and then there's people who are there for the real boots on the ground, ready to fight for this country and ready to step up against these monsters. Mike Dickinson is a prime example of it. Nick, even though I have a hard time pronouncing his last name, Ignacio, that's the best way I could do it, Nick. Because you cool as hell. They the ones who are on the streets in downtown Richmond and going all over the place and directly confronting them. Those are patriots right there. When I showed up, I didn't even know they was going to be in Charlottesville at the time frame I went to Philip Hamilton's campaign kickoff. And we all rocked the house. But then I saw, for the first time, the Rainbow Hair Coalition show up, try to disrupt speeches, try to mess with the leaves or the branches out there and doing all types of crap. So I directly confronted them. I asked them what they wanted and what was their purpose. They're following Mike Dickinson all the way around the place, trying to look at people's phones to see what information they could gather and take away through Bluetooth link up. And when they faced me, the Republican badass, they knew everything had changed. They knew somebody was there to put foot right in their ass, the way I have done it in Danville, the way I have done it all across America, only based off of legal justification. Yes, I did. And I let people know I'm not a politician. I don't do the turn the other cheek. I don't, go by some fancy little BS that they have out there from Maxine Waters and Senator Louise Lucas and Governor Northam and the rest of them Democratic jackasses that had gave out concessions and gave out a buffet on all of our American freedoms, on our right to peace, while allowing war to occur on the streets of Richmond, Charlottesville, Lynchburg, every single major city, even here to Hampton Roads. And each time frame, I have seen them blaze a trail of bullshit. I have been there to confront. Our youth will not have that type of leadership to live by. If you want to die, go ahead and kill yourselves. Save us the time, Antifa. Because I don't give a damn about what happens to y'all. But Virginia Commonwealth University has some explaining to do. Because I know they kicked out students for a lot less. And then you got Pinocchio with her rainbow hair, and you can't tell whether she's a male or female. That's the only reason why she didn't get her ass kicked out there the other time. Because nobody can tell who the hell it is. I'm not going to beat up on a woman, but I damn sure will kick the hell out of a damn man who is acting like a pussy. Period. And I'm going to do it for good reasons. I'm going to do it by the book. But seriously, people, this is what the Rainbow Hair Coalition is all about. And I call on everybody to make the necessary phone calls, talk to all the alumni from VCU, as well as the president and the board of directors. I will be contacting the governor's office and making sure I hold them accountable. Because I have every plan to go now to Richmond, Virginia, to Virginia Commonwealth University, and deal with this problem. Because they know I will come. There's no doubt about it. And these crybabies, all they do is try to get other people to do their dirty work, and then they be up there celebrating like they was the ones out there burning buildings and doing all that craziness. No, they trying to find very vulnerable kids, that's what I call it, to do their dirty work so they can celebrate what they're doing under the color of the law. Because right now Virginia Commonwealth University is a state university, so the governor has oversight, and they're doing it with their protection. So Virginia Commonwealth University is going to have to make a decision. You either with law-abiding citizens, those who believe in 2A and defending this country from animals like that, or you're a part of it. One way or the other, we got to figure out where you stand. Because there's no excuse, none whatsoever, for the rhetoric and the hateful speech coming out of that candy ass. See, he messes it up, or she, I don't know what the hell that person is. For all the transgenders, everybody else. But they gonna say we conservatives are discriminating against them, while they are saying we are trying to kill y'all. Now they trying to kill everybody. That's all they are about. And realistically, it's funny but it's serious at the same time period. Because one, you know they ain't about that life. But when they are around a whole bunch of people who they can use to get away with their little plans or agenda, they will show up. And if peaceful protesters don't understand what they really about, I just gave you every single reason when they show up to your protest to kick their ass. And don't say y'all nonviolent or it's about peace. No, they already told y'all they want you dead. That means that person doesn't give a damn about you. No sympathy, no empathy, no nothing. No, they should get their ass up. And I'm going to say this. Y'all can say I'm encouraging violence, but what I just read, what I just said, they already started this war way before they got their ass whooped, and should have been done properly a long time ago. And this is the problem when you let this type of snakes and devils and demons take over your city. And Ralph Northam and the Democrats allowed it. Did y'all know that Satanists actually was praying or worshiping inside the halls of the U.S. Congress? They let devil worshippers into the U.S. Congress to go ahead and do their little ritual and ceremony while congressional members watched. This is what we got going on in D.C. and guarantee it's going to come to Richmond, Virginia if we don't do something to stop it. Because they ain't going to tell you about it until it already happens. That's why we got to keep our focus more on Richmond capital and across America, your state capitals, and for these lunatics that are running around. These are domestic terrorists. They shouldn't have no rights at this point. They should have a right to get their ass kicked and send them over to Mexico or Venezuela and tell them, deal with it. That's what should happen with these crazy animals. And I'm going to call it the way it is. It's crazy animals. I'm glad Mike Dickinson sent that over. It just reminds me I got more work to do. And they know better. They know better. But that's why you gotta vote red. Unless you want devil worshippers running Richmond and they okay with it, and you want to see your children's future go down into a toilet, we gotta get rid of this cancer and this vermin that's running around. President Trump tried to get rid of this a long time ago, but people's overly sensitive. Are you overly sensitive right now? No. I want y'all to make them very uncomfortable every time you see them. I want y'all to get more confrontational every time you see them. I want y'all to fight like hell every time you see them. But do it legally. Make sure you do it by the book. But at the same time frame, God bless all of you patriots. All those who don't believe in racism and hate speech and killing cops or those trying to destroy America. This is the time to fight back for your country and send back a message. Too bad if you had somebody else's governor, they gonna allow y'all to get prosecuted. I won't. I'll be writing up a pardon and having the damn parade with all the patriots that kicked Antifa's ass. That's the truth. And y'all can hold me to that because I recorded it. Shoot. These damn animals trying to destroy America and destroy our children's future. That's what they're all about. And you gotta give these pieces of shit everything that they deserve. You don't let nobody take away your guns. You should be buying up more ammo and more guns because these pieces of trash are infecting Virginia just like that hoax. And the thing is, sometimes if it was me, let them talk about a riot. I'll show them all the body bags I just ordered and say, they are ready for you. We got it all ready, so you know exactly if you try to screw around what's going to happen. And I'll take the gloves right off the police and say, hey, it's a justified shooting until otherwise expected. Because, see, right now, Biden, Harris, and the rest of them need to declare them a domestic terrorist organization so we can go ahead and kick their asses the way we want to. But in the meantime, you do whatever you need to do to get rid of these animals. As long as you act in self-defense. As long as you justify it. Do what you got to do. And I would say that you're a great American and a great patriot for doing so. Because I have no plans to allow this to continue. That's why you need to write me in. That's why you need to make sure I am your next Virginia governor. Because you finding out from me, I was the first one talking about we should be able to run over rioters that attack us in our cars. I was the first one to bring up doing a RICO investigation so we can have BLM and these Marxists and Antifa and the rest of them pay for the damage that they cause. I was the first one calling for the reinstatement of charges here in Virginia of all of those that was rioting and looting. And I was the first one to say I would deputize my Virginia law-abiding citizens at times of unrest so they can make sure that they can adequately defend their home and their family without fear of prosecution. And I was the major one to say that I will have the rioters clean up their mess and make sure that we freeze those accounts and put the money where it belongs to those shop owners and to those businesses and to those people who was harmed innocently because of these animals. If you want to behave like an animal, then that's how we're going to treat you. Because it's a bunch of law-abiding citizens that ain't doing none of your stupid mess that deserves every bit of peace from you terrorists. My name is Merle Rutledge. I am running to become the next Virginia governor. God bless you and God bless America. Oh, hell yeah.